Shalom family, how to hear from Yahuah. This is a question many people want to know. How can I hear from Yahuah? How can I hear from the Most High? Is there anything that I'm doing to keep my prayers from being answered? What must I do to get my prayers answered? And why does it seem he's answering other people's prayers? He's always answering other people's prayers and he's not answering my prayers. I just want to hear a word from the Most High. If I can hear a word from the Most High, then I can do what it is he wants me to do. I don't quite understand what it is that I am to do. But if I know his word, I will not be in confusion. If I know what he wants for me to do, I just need to hear from Yahuah. This is some people, this is the question that they have. And they don't understand how to hear from Yahuah, what it is that they're doing that they can't hear from Yahuah. This should be something that's a no-brainer. But if it's not explained and taught with scripture, then people will be stuck trying to figure out why I don't hear from Yahuah, why he didn't answer this prayer. I didn't get anything. The Most High didn't show me anything. So let's go into this. Let's see what's going on here. 2 Chronicles 7:14. You want to hear from the Most High? Here it is. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, we must humble ourselves. We must not be arrogant, prideful, know-it-all people that you can't tell anything. You can't tell them nothing. You give them scripture and they go against it. So these people are not humble. If you're not humble, don't expect to hear from him. He refused. He turned his back on the proud. He hates the proud. These are one of the things he hates. Stop being prideful, so proud, so arrogant. Let those camp leaders, let them be arrogant, because we know they get that from their father, Shaul. And pray. So you got to humble yourself. You have to pray. You're already praying. You have to seek his face. He says, seek my face. You have to seek him. You have to seek his word. You have to seek what you need from him. And turn from your wicked ways. We must turn from our wicked ways. Yes. If we have wicked ways, we must turn from them. If you don't know if your ways are wicked, check Torah. Your ways line up with Torah? Because if it doesn't, then your ways are wicked. You're keeping Pesach in Babylon. You're trying to keep Pesach in your homes like the Jewish people. If you're doing these things, this is wicked ways. And then he says, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive your iniquity and heal their land. So once again, the first scripture is pointing to the land. He's going to heal the land. Now, what good is it for him to heal our land and we're in the land of the enemy? He's not going to heal that land. We're in the land of the enemy, quoting this verse, thinking he's going to heal the land of the enemy. This is what they did to us in churches. But it's not going to happen. Now, we must understand, Baruch 4:28, we went so far from the Most High as a people, as a nation. We strayed off so far from him. And to the point we lost our heritage. We lost everything. We lost our minds. We went so far from him. We have to seek him 10 times more. If you want to hear from the Most High, have you sought him 10 times more once he visit you? Because he had to visit us. We're not going to seek him 10 times unless he visit us. So he visit us and then we seek him. We start seeking him 10 times more. If you're not doing this, if you're seeking YouTube, if you're seeking a word from your pastor, you're seeking a word from your camp leader, You're not seeking him 10 times more. Why? Because they are going to give you portions, just a very small portion of the Most High's word, especially Christianity. They're going to give you a small portion of his word. And the camp leaders, they're going to give you a larger version of his word, but it's still going to be just a portion. Baruch 2:31. It says, we're going to know Yahuah, Almighty One, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear. This saying, the Most High is going to give us. If you're righteous, if you seek him 10 times more, he will give you a heart and ears to hear. Ears to hear from him. This is how we hear from the Most High. We lined ourselves up with his word. We get in line with his word. We humble ourselves. We're not prideful. We're not arrogant. We don't know it all. We realize that we're walking in a form of righteousness and a form of unrighteousness until we realize we're not completely clean, until that group make it into the wilderness, and that group, the 1/3, goes through the fire and get cleansed with that water that Ezekiel was talking about to become completely clean. But until then, we have to continue daily striving toward the Most High. Psalm 64:1. Hear my voice, O Yahuah, in my meditation. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. We need the Most High to preserve our life from the fear of the enemy, because the enemy is ready to carry out Jacob's trouble. The enemy is ready to take the Most High's people to the slaughter. And this is what's coming. This is what the scripture said is coming. So we need him to hear our voice. We don't want him to not hear. We don't want him to close his ears to our prayers. We want him to hear our prayers. And the scripture teaches us how. Psalms 143:7. Answer me speedily, O Yahuah. My ruach fails. Do not hide your face from me. See, we don't want him to hide his face from us. Lest I be like those who go down into the pit. There will be many that go down into the pit. It's already in their hearts. It's already in their minds. The last message I did, it made some people angry. Dude will be our king. It made some people angry, and it came out. And see, what's in them, it's going to cause them to go down into the pit. I actually asked the people nicely, if you're going to refute this, please use scripture the way I did and not your conjecture. And what did they do? Minutes after I put up the video, here comes their conjecture. I don't want to hear that. This is the wrong thing. Where is your verse? Where is your scripture? And so we're supposed to take what they say. So we must understand one thing. When he's saying here, answer me speedily. Now, some things we get in a rush and we want the Most High to answer quickly. It's urgent. It may be very, very important, and we need a speedy answer. But many times, if we ask something that doesn't require a fast answer, it's not urgent, it's not important, the Most High will make us wait. He will make us wait. You're not going to get a speedy answer on something that's not urgent. Psalms 46:10. The way we are, our jobs, we're busy, we have our family, we have kids, we're busy, rushing, but we want to hear from the Most High. And the Most High say, be still. Sometimes we have to be still. Stop. This is why we have Shabbats, so that we could be still. When we have Shabbats, we have to be still. People are fleeing, trying to get out. And this is why, even on the Shabbat, be still. And there we have people to flee on the Shabbats. And I'm scratching my head like, what is wrong with these people? And just about everyone that I knew that flew on the Shabbat, they gone back into her now. And I'm not surprised. I saw it coming. I saw it coming. You had no business fleeing on the Shabbat. You come over here in disobedience. Be still. Even when you're fleeing and it's the Shabbat, be still. Use that time. Use the Shabbat to be still. And if you're too busy, only time you're still is on the Shabbat. You need to take a day in the middle of the week where you be still. I don't care if it's the early hours of the morning or before you go to bed. Be still. Stop. He says, be still and know that I am Yahuah. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. We have to understand this. The people that will be left, he will be exalted among the nations. There will be other nations left. And the Most High is saying, I will be exalted among the nations. I will be lifted up. They will know who I am. And he's going to get respect. Proverbs 3:1-7. You want to know how to hear from the Most High? You want your prayers answered? He's showing you. My son, he's showing you through his word. My son, he's calling you my son. You see these rebels? You see the wicked rebels that say he doesn't have a son? Yasharal, his son, he didn't have a son. Only Yasharal, his son, throwing Yahushua to the side, throwing him to the curb. When he says, my son will sit on the throne of dew. My son, Yasharal, my son, Yahushua. Yahushua is Yasharal. These people couldn't even say nothing about this. And then they're going to say something that had nothing to do with what we're discussing. My son, do not forget my Torah. You see, you're going to go through Christianity. And the Christian's going to tell you the law is done away with. They're going to leave Proverbs 3:1 alone. They're not going to touch it. Any place that refer to my law, they will refer to you to Shaul. And Shaul will say, it doesn't matter. Circumcision is nothing. Shaul going to tell you, Sini brought bondage. This is what he's going to tell you. Sini is bondage. My son, do not forget my Torah, but let your heart keep my commands for length of days and long life. And shalom, they will add to you. Let not favor and truth forsake you. Don't let this forsake you. He's trying to teach us something here. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablets of your heart. And so find favor and high esteem in the sight of Yahuah and man. This is his word. In the sight of Yahuah and man. Now, this esteem is not, that's coming from Yahuah and man, not the wicked man. See, people think this is the wicked man. The wicked man going to be out to kill you. You're not, the prophets didn't get high esteem from wicked men. They was out to kill them. And they killed them. This high esteem comes from righteous people. The Most High righteous. So when you go into your governments looking for this high esteem from man, you will not find it. It will not happen. The rebels that come against this channel, high esteem not going to come from them. High esteem comes from the righteous. When the righteous, see that message that went out, the last message, righteous came and there were high esteem from the righteous, but the wicked, they put it down. They hate that. They didn't want to hear that. So the high esteem didn't come from that man, but the man or the woman that's righteous. This is where high esteem comes from. So this is a very critical point. The Most High wants you to understand. Don't expect high esteem come from righteous men or women. Even your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your children, if they are wicked, don't expect high esteem from them. It's not going to happen.